Have you ever had that horrible feeling in your stomach? Maybe an angry customer complaint lands in your inbox middle of the night, threatening to go public, maybe?
Oh yeah, that 2 a.m. email feeling. It's rough.
It really is. But what if, just imagine, that same customer, the really angry one, could be writing you a glowing 5-star review by, say, lunchtime the next day?
Sounds almost impossible, right?
Exactly. So welcome to the deep dive. Today, we are going right inside the psychology of the service recovery paradox.
Mm-hmm.
It's this idea, and it sounds kind of backward at first, that sometimes fixing a problem really, really well can make a customer even more loyal than if they'd never had a problem at all.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating here, it's not, magic or anything. It's actually rooted deep in psychology.
Okay.
Think about it. When things go smoothly, we just expect it. It's normal. We kind of take it for granted.
Right. You paid for it. It should work.
Exactly. But when something goes wrong and then the business steps up, goes way beyond just fixing it, that effort, that really stands out.
Because it wasn't expected.
Precisely. It creates this vivid positive memory because it broke the pattern.
Yeah.
It shifts from this is standard to, wow, they really care.
And there's data on this, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. The data backs this up strongly. Gallup, for instance, did some research. They found that handling problems effectively can massively boost customer engagement.
How much are we talking?
We're talking huge jumps, like from maybe 15% engagement, which is pretty low, sometimes all the way up to 54%.
54%. Wow. That's a massive difference in loyalty.
It really is. A huge shift in how connected they feel.
Okay, so our mission today for this deep dive is pretty clear then. We want to unpack the core ideas and give you a really powerful method, step by step, to turn those tough moments.
Like that 2 a.m. email.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Turn those into genuine opportunities to build, much deeper customer loyalty. It's not just fixing things.
Yep.
It's about building relationships that are, what did you call them? Anti-fragile.
Yeah, anti-fragile. Think of it like this. Something resilient just bounces back to where it was. Something anti-fragile actually gets stronger from the shock, from the problem. It benefits from it.
That's what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
Stronger because of the problem. Okay, let's dig into that mindset first. Because when a customer complains, honestly, my first reaction is often, frustration.
Yeah.
Or maybe getting defensive.
It's totally natural. Very human reaction. But what if we could flip that? What if you started seeing every complaint, even the really angry ones, as, well, a gift?
A gift. Okay, explain that.
Well, look, the customer who takes the time to complain, they're giving you super valuable feedback. They're telling you what's broken.
And giving you a chance to fix it, I guess.
Exactly. Think about all the unhappy customers who just disappear. They never say why. They just leave.
Right, the silent ones.
Yeah. So the ones who actually reach out, who complain, they still care enough to want it fixed. They're still invested. Even if they sound furious, there's an underlying need there, often more than just the surface complaint.
Okay, so that's the recovery opportunity mindset, seeing every complaint as a chance to. Well, what exactly?
It's a chance to show your values. Really show them in action when things get tough.
Okay.
It's a chance to show you genuinely care about them as people, not just about the sale.
Uh-huh.
Build those stronger emotional connections that you just don't get when everything's smooth sailing.
Right. The smooth transactions are forgettable almost.
They are. And finally, it's a chance to create real advocates. Customers who will tell everyone how amazing you were when things went wrong. I had this happen once, a terrible delivery mix-up for something important. I was livid.
Yeah.
But the way they handled it, they didn't just fix it. They went so far above and beyond. I went from furious to basically telling everyone I knew how great they were.
Wow. Okay, so that mindset helps reframe those negative gut reactions.
Exactly. So instead of feeling that frustration, you train yourself to see a chance to show amazing care.
Right.
Instead of feeling defensive, you see an opportunity to build trust by being accountable. Feeling anxious? Reframe it. Chance to show we're competent and reliable. And that urge to just get rid of the problem quickly.
Yeah, just close the ticket.
Right. That becomes an opportunity to create a really memorable, positive experience.
And I bet customers can feel that difference when you actually want to help versus just wanting them to go away.
Oh, absolutely. That energy, it's palpable. It changes everything about the interaction.
Okay, so we're seeing complaints as opportunities now. How do we actually, do this? What's the practical way to handle it? This is where it gets really interesting, right? The step-by-step approach.
This is it. It's a framework called the HEART method. Simple acronym. HEART.
HEART. Okay, what does it stand for?
Stands for hear, empathize, apologize, resolve, and thank.
Hear, empathize, apologize, resolve, thank. HERT. Okay.
And think about that 2 a.m. email we mentioned, the damaged product, the big presentation looming. We can use that as we walk through these steps.
Perfect. So briefly, what's each step about?
Okay, so here is about truly actively listening to understand everything, not just the words, but the whole situation.
Got it.
Empathize is validating their feelings, showing you get why they're upset without blaming anyone.
Makes sense.
Apologize is offering a sincere apology for their experience.
Right. The experience.
Resolve is where you fix it, but ideally go beyond what they expect. Exceed expectations.
The wow factor.
Exactly. And finally, thank. Expressing genuine gratitude for them bringing it to your attention.
Thanking them for complaining. Okay, interesting.
It closes the loop and reinforces the relationship. Each step really builds on the last. It's not just a checklist.
It's a flow, creating a whole experience. Okay, let's dive into the first one, H for hear. You said this is often the most powerful step.
I really think it is. Because so often what people want most is just to feel heard. Truly heard and understood.
Yeah, like someone's actually paying attention.
Exactly. For that customer with the damaged product and the presentation tomorrow, their email might be angry, but what's underneath? Stress, fear of failure, embarrassment.
All of the above, probably.
Probably. So hearing means full focus. Close those other browser tabs, put the phone down, maybe even take notes.
Okay.
Use active listening phrases. Things like, okay, I understand you're feeling really frustrated about the damaged product. Or, tell me more about the presentation and how this impacts it.
So you're showing you're listening.
Yes. And crucially, don't interrupt. Let them get it all out. Sometimes, just count to 3 in your head after they stop talking before you jump in.
Good tip. Avoid cutting them off.
Definitely. Then reflect back what you heard. Okay, so just to make sure I've got this right. The product arrived damaged, and that puts your presentation tomorrow at risk. Is that correct? Is there anything else I should know about how this is affecting things?
So you're confirming and asking for more if needed. You mentioned listening for the unarticulated need before.
Yes, that's the deeper dive in hearing. Are they just after a new product? Or do they need reassurance? Do they need help? Saving face. That's what active listening helps uncover.
Got it. And pitfalls to avoid here.
Oh yeah, big ones are jumping to solutions too fast before you really get it. Getting defensive yourself, minimizing their feelings. Oh, it's not that bad. Or just making assumptions about what happened or what they need.
Right, let them tell you. Okay, so you've heard them. Step 2 is E, empathize. Showing you understand their situation.
Yes, and this is key. You don't have to agree that your company messed up to empathize with how they feel.
Ah, okay, so you can acknowledge their frustration without admitting fault, necessarily.
Exactly. It's about connecting with their emotion. For that customer facing the presentation disaster, they're likely feeling super stressed, maybe panicked.
Total.
So you validate that. Use phrases like, wow, I can absolutely see why that would be incredibly stressful. Or, honestly, I'd feel the exact same way in your shoes, especially with a big presentation coming up.
So you're putting yourself in their position.
You are. And focus on their experience, not your company's intentions. So instead of, well, we definitely didn't mean for it to arrive damaged.
Which sounds defensive.
Right. Try, I understand how upsetting and worrying it must be to receive a damaged product right when you need it most. Use a warm, human tone. Drop the corporate speak.
Be a person talking to a person.
Exactly. Try to find something genuine to connect with. As someone who also relies on things arriving on time for important events, I really understand why this is so frustrating.
Okay, so for that 2 a.m. email, an empathetic response might start with something like, I completely understand your frustration and worry here. Receiving a damaged item right before a crucial presentation sounds incredibly stressful. That is definitely not the experience we want for you.
Perfect. That validates their feelings directly. It shows you get it.
So you're suggesting we should maybe think about our own empathy phrases for common issues?
Yeah, absolutely. Think about the usual problems, late delivery, confusing instructions, whatever. What are the typical emotions? What phrases feel genuine to you for validating those feelings? Personalize it a bit. It makes it much more effective.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've heard, we've empathized. Now comes A, apologize. You mentioned apologizing for the experience. Can you expand on why that's so important, especially if, say, the shipping company was really the one who dropped the ball?
It's a really good question, and it gets to the heart of why apologies work psychologically. You're not necessarily taking blame for the root cause, like the shipping damage. You're taking responsibility for the customer's negative experience.
Oh, okay. The impact on them.
Precisely.
Yeah.
You're apologizing that they had to go through this hassle, this stress, regardless of who specifically caused the damage initially. It lowers the temperature, shows you care more about them than about being right.
That makes a lot of sense. So how do you make the apology effective?
Keep it simple, direct. I am so sorry this happened to you. Or, I sincerely apologize for the frustration and worry this has caused.
Not, I'm sorry if you felt.
No, definitely avoid those conditional apologies. They sound weak and insincere. Say, I'm sorry you experienced this problem, and mean it. Let your sincerity come through.
Okay. So back to our damaged product example. The apology part could be, I want to sincerely apologize for the damaged product you received and the stress this has clearly caused. That's absolutely not the standard we aim for, and I'm truly sorry for the impact on your presentation prep.
That's excellent. It's clear, responsible for the experience, and sincere. It feels very different from just blaming the shipper.
Yeah, you can really see the difference. Like, I'm sorry if you felt misled versus, I'm sorry our communication wasn't clear.
Yes, exactly. Or, I apologize, but that's just our policy. That's an excuse.
Right.
Better is, I apologize for the confusion this caused. Let me explain how we can work within our policy to help you best right now. Own the situation. Focus on the customer's experience.
Okay, this leads us right into our resolve. This feels like the action step.
Yeah.
Fixing the problem, but you said going beyond.
Yes, this is where the magic of the paradox really happens. Resolve isn't just about fixing the immediate issue. It's about asking yourself, what would make this customer so impressed that they tell other people how well we handled this?
So finding that extra step.
Finding that added value, that unexpected element that addresses not just the problem, but their underlying stress or need. Offer clear, specific solutions. Tell them exactly what you'll do and when. Make it easy for them.
And take ownership.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Use phrases like, okay, here's what I'm going to do personally, and then make sure you follow up.
You mentioned a 3-part framework for this.
Yeah, it's a useful way to think about it. First, the immediate fix. What solves the core problem right now?
Get them an undamaged product fast.
Right. Second, added value. What can you add that they weren't expecting that addresses their deeper need?
Like maybe help with the presentation stress.
Exactly. And third, future prevention. How can you reassure them this won't happen again or show you're taking it seriously?
Okay, so let's apply that to our 2 a.m. email scenario.
Okay, immediate fix, obvious. Get a new perfect product to them ASAP. Maybe same-day courier if possible, before that presentation.
Right. Added value? What could that be? Maybe a significant discount on their next order. Or maybe something more specific to the presentation.
Yes, like maybe offer a free 30-minute call with a product expert to help them quickly integrate it into their presentation setup. Address that stress directly.
Oh, that's good. Very specific. And future prevention.
You could tell them you're immediately reviewing your packaging procedures with the warehouse or escalating the issue with the specific shipping carrier used. Show you're taking steps.
So it's not just about the one product, it's about their peace of mind, their professional image.
Exactly. You're resolving the logistical issue and the emotional fallout.
And communicating that resolution clearly is crucial.
Totally. So the email reply continues. Okay, here's exactly what I'm going to do to fix this and help with your presentation. First, I've already arranged for a brand new product name to be sent via same-day courier. It will arrive at your office by 3 p.m. today. Second, to apologize for the stress, I'd love to offer you a complimentary 30-minute session with Sarah, our senior product specialist, anytime this afternoon to ensure you're fully comfortable using it for your presentation. Third, I've flagged this issue with our shipping department to review packaging immediately. How does that sound? Is there anything else at all I could do to help you prepare?
Wow, that's comprehensive. Okay, last step. T for thank. This still feels a bit odd thanking someone for complaining.
It does initially, but it's incredibly important for closing the loop and building that anti-fragile relationship. You fix the problem for our stressed customer, now you solidify the positive turn.
How do you do that effectively?
Be specific. Thank them for taking the time and effort to bring the issue to your attention, especially when they were under pressure. Frame their complaint as valuable feedback. Honestly, your feedback helps us get better for everyone.
Ah, so you're valuing their input.
Exactly. And on a relationship note, emphasize you value their business and are committed to their success. And critically, follow up later. maybe a week after the presentation.
Okay, so after the resolution and maybe after their presentation, you send another note.
Yeah, a quick check-in, something like, "Hi, customer name. Just wanted to quickly check in and hope your presentation went really well last week. Also wanted to thank you again for your patience and for giving us the chance to make things right. Your feedback on the damaged shipment was genuinely helpful, and we've already made adjustments. We really appreciate your business."
That really does feel like it cements the positive outcome.
Mhm.
Okay, HEART, hear, empathize, apologize, resolve, thank. Now, how do businesses actually put this into practice? Make it part of the daily routine?
Good question. One practical step is creating heart frameworks or templates for common issues. Not rigid scripts, but outlines.
Adaptable guides.
Exactly.
Hmm.
For email, phone, chat. With placeholders for personalization, maybe prompts for asking clarifying questions, so it still feels human and tailored.
And if you have a team,
Training is absolutely essential. Role-playing those difficult conversations, practicing active listening, empathy phrases, then ongoing coaching, discussing real examples, refining the approach. It needs to become part of the culture.
how do you measure if it's actually making a difference?
You need metrics. Track your resolution satisfaction rate, simple surveys after an issue is closed. How happy were you with how we handled this?
Okay.
Look at your recovery conversion rate. Do customers who complained buy again?
Yeah.
It's a huge indicator.
Yeah, that's bottom line.
Are you seeing more testimonials or positive reviews mentioning how well you handled the problem? Track your response time. How quickly are you getting through the heart process? And maybe even referral tracking. Are these recovered customers referring new business?
So using tools like surveys, CRM tags, review monitoring.
Exactly. Asking those key questions. How satisfied were you? How likely are you to recommend us now? That gives you real data on whether the paradox is working for you.
Okay, but not all situations fit neatly, right? What about really high emotion customers? Or when you just can't give them what they want?
Great points. For high emotion situations, the priority shifts slightly. First, you have to focus on calming the situation. Use heart, but lean heavily on hear and empathize first.
De-escalate before problem solving.
Exactly. Acknowledge their feelings directly. I can hear how incredibly upset you are right now, and I really want to understand and help. Sometimes just switching channels helps, like offering to move from email to a quick phone call.
Reset the tone.
Yeah. And always says super clear next steps and timeframes. That helps restore a sense of control for them.
Now, when you can't give them their specific request, like a refund outside the policy window.
That's tough, but manageable. The key is to lead with what you can do, not what you can't.
Focus on the positive.
Right. Offer alternatives that still address their underlying need. Maybe the refund isn't possible, but can you offer significant store credit, extended access, extra support? Explain the why behind the limitation briefly and calmly, if appropriate. And then really dial up the added value elsewhere.
So compensate in other ways.
Exactly. Like, I understand you're looking for a full refund, and while our policy doesn't allow that after 60 days, here's what I can absolutely do for you right now. I can issue a 50% credit towards any future purchase, no expiration date. I can also upgrade your account to our premium tier for the next 6 months, free of charge, and schedule a call with our team lead to ensure you're getting the most value possible.
So you're turning the no on the specific request into a yes on providing significant value and addressing their need differently.
That's the goal.
And what about big systemic issues like a server outage affecting lots of people?
Proactive communication is key there. Get ahead of it if you can. Be honest about what happened. Use a consistent heart-based response strategy for everyone affected. And crucially, communicate what you're doing systemically to prevent it from happening again. Transparency helps rebuild trust on a larger scale.
Okay, so pulling this all together, this deep dive, it's really more than just fixing problems, isn't it? It's about building those anti-fragile relationships.
That's the bigger picture, absolutely. It's about creating a business or relationship that doesn't just survive challenges, but actually gets stronger because of them.
Learning from every single bump in the road.
Exactly. It means systematically learning from complaints. What was the real root cause? How could we have prevented this specific issue? What process, training, or product feature needs to change so this doesn't bite someone else?
So it feeds back into making the whole operation better, maybe having like a prevention framework.
Yeah, thinking multi-layered, better communication up front, tighter quality control, backup plans, better staff training, actively asking for feedback before things go wrong. All of that builds resilience and reduces the number of problems you have to recover from in the first place.
The HEART method, then, it's powerful. Not just the steps, but the whole shift in thinking. seeing every challenge, even that awful 2 a.m. email, as a chance to connect.
It really is transformative when applied consistently. You'll see loyalty go up, you get more referrals, sometimes from the very people who had the biggest problems initially. Your team feels more empowered. You get incredible insights into your business weaknesses, and ultimately, customer lifetime value increases. It's turning those negatives into proof positive of your commitment.
So it seems the businesses that really thrive aren't the ones that pretend problems don't happen.
No, definitely not. They're the ones that master the art of turning every single problem into undeniable proof that they care and that they're committed to their customers' success.
Okay, so for you, our listener, listening to this deep dive, here's something to think about. A challenge, maybe. Take one customer complaint you've dealt with recently, or even one you just observed. How could you mentally walk through the heart method with it? How could you have turned that interaction not just into a fix, but into the start of a stronger, genuinely anti-fragile relationship?
It's a powerful exercise.
Definitely something to mull over. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive today. We really hope you'll explore these ideas and see how the heart method can work for you. We'll catch you next time.